So here we go, guys. I'm gonna attempt to rebuild the carburetor off of old Yeller. Rochester 2-barrel off of a 77 Chevy C-10.
Hi.
What do you think the odds are of me doing it? Do you think they're pretty self-explanatory?
They're pretty simple. It should be okay. I mean, hopefully it doesn't take you a week or 3.
No, it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. I got a rebuild kit here. This Walker fuel system repair. And I even got a float if it needs that. So we're gonna start tearing it apart. I'm gonna set up the time lapse and I'll make a clip whenever there's something worth mentioning. Uh-oh, guys. I did it now. We'll never go back together. I tried to keep everything in, you know, a pile of the related parts to it, so I can kind of remember how things went. But it's pretty simple, you know. This carburetor stuff. Clayton makes it seem like it's just, you know, so hard.
I haven't even touched mine in 8 years.
Blow through 8-second turbo carburetor guy over here.
They work. Maybe they're not as refined, but they work.
So anyways, next step will be to start cleaning all this stuff up. So I have some carb cleaner, and we also have the bucket of paint thinner over here.
Get that gunk off.
Yes.
It'd be nice to let it soak for a day. But
what you gonna do?
I don't know what kind of time you
So far, it doesn't look too bad for being probably original. I mean, this filter might have been changed, but it's not like super dirty or anything. Although I don't know what it's supposed to look like when it's new either. The float is good, which kind of sucks because I paid $7 for another float. Just in case it needed it. Does not.
Does that float your boat?
It does. It's the next day. I spent way too much time cleaning these carburetor parts and basically called it a night when everything was clean last night. So today we're going to assemble it. Here is our kit. I'm gonna break the seal finally. And I guess I'm just gonna go through and kind of replace everything that it includes. Pretty simple, right? Shouldn't have any problems here. Wow, that's a lot of gaskets. Might have went a tiny bit overkill cleaning all the parts of this carburetor, considering it's going to be hidden underneath the valve covers, the air cleaner, that is. But you know, sometimes it's fun just to go the extra mile a little bit. I don't know, but I'm gonna put it together now, allegedly. I've got all the parts of this kit out here, kind of going through, replacing the needle and seat, as it were, right now. Everything's pretty simple, and there's not really a ton of parts, but I'll go through and hopefully finish it up. If anything is really tricky along the way, we'll take a look at it. Got it mostly assembled. Most things are pretty self-explanatory with this, but there are some tricky parts. I did find the instructions online. Use that for a couple things. I'm gonna continue following them, and like this is one tricky thing. You get this spring off, and then there's a replacement little spring and rubber thing, and I don't know how to get the old one off and the new one on, but we're gonna figure that out and keep plugging away. At this point, it's basically together and it's time to start doing some measurements to make sure it's going to be tuned properly. So the first thing I did was set the float level. Now, the instructions online explain it pretty good, but the first measurement is when you have it sitting here and you want it to be, what was it, 9/16. And then the next measurement is how much it drops, because this is upside down right now. This drops ultimately and floats on the fuel. And you want that to be, it was 1 inch and 9/32, I believe. So those two things are adjusted. The sitting down is adjusted by bending there, and then how much it float, or you know, sinks down, is adjusted by bending that. Very kind of, you know, simple stuff, but pretty finicky. I'm not sure how accurate it has to be, but I messed with it a while and it's like perfect now. So move on to the next step. I had it all together, but the accelerator pump, the green arm here, it was kind of binding up, wasn't moving properly. What I'm thinking is the issue is that this should be hung on the other side of this bracket with this end sticking out, you know. Reverse this around. It doesn't seem completely lined up with the hole it's supposed to go into there, so I'm gonna turn that around, put it back together, and hopefully it'll be complete then. Alright, so there it is, completed. I did like I said, and it fixed the issue here. This has all the travel and works as it should now. So yeah, that is a rebuilt 2-barrel. There's still some extra parts, gaskets. This is only one I'm really gonna need when we put it on the truck. Not bad.